cutie! Hey, this is pedestrian walk. Except for motorcycle riders.
You're trapped. Welcome to our channel of different Koreans.
A country of motorcycles. A country where Korea is loved more than anywhere else. Oh, 설화수 and New Jeans, 송혜교 here. Jichanguk everywhere. A country of coffee, the fourth largest coffee producer in the world.
You know what's special about Asia? You have this iced coffee. It feels heaven in hot, scorching summer.
A country filled with shopping malls. So fancy. Oh, wow. Look all fancy. Yes, we are in Indonesia. But the main reason we came here is this place. Hey cutie! Hey hey hey! Bali. You might be wondering, what are these flowers for? Bali is often called the island of the gods. It's home to thousands of Hindu temples, daily offerings, and religious ceremonies, all deeply woven into everyday life. During our stay, we witnessed many of these ceremonies firsthand. To those from a Christian background, these scenes might feel unfamiliar, even otherworldly. I'm at a Japanese ramen restaurant. Here's an interesting fact. Usually, the pork meat goes into ramen in Japan. But here, pork are all replaced by chicken because of Muslim religion in Indonesia. So why is Bali Hindu while the rest of Indonesia is mostly Muslim? Bali has preserved its ancient Hindu culture and religion even as most of Indonesia converted to Islam centuries ago. Thanks to its geographic isolation and strong local traditions, Bali remained a spiritual stronghold. In Balinese Hinduism, gods and spiritual forces are represented through stone carvings, statues, and symbolic figures all around the island. This reflects the unique way Hinduism works here, where religion, nature, and art are all deeply interconnected. This is the entrance to the shopping center. Here in Bali, we came across some really interesting scenes. Even though Bali is in Asia, we saw a surprisingly large number of white Caucasian tourists, far more than in most other Asian cities. From cafes to streets, restaurants and pubs, they were everywhere. It was quite striking, especially considering that Bali isn't in Europe or the Caribbean, but in Southeast Asia, where you'd normally expect to see more Asian tourists. Even at local supermarkets, we saw many white foreigners shopping for groceries. This suggests that many of them stay in Bali for the long term, which made us even more curious. So, I asked a few foreigners, what brought you to Bali? Here's what I found. Bali is only a few hours flight from Australia, making it one of the top vacation spots for Aussies. Because of that, many Australians either visit regularly or even leave part-time here. Due to the ongoing war, many Russians and Ukrainians have left their home countries and settled in Bali as a temporary or even permanent refugee. Bali has long attracted digital nomads, and over time, expat communities have become self-sustaining, with cafes, co-working spaces, and services tailored specifically to white foreigners. Once a place becomes popular among a particular group, it tends to attract even more of the same. A kind of self-reinforcing loop. Because of the strong presence of white expats, more people from similar backgrounds gravitate here. Most importantly, Bali is more than a destination. It's become a global lifestyle brand. It's associated with yoga, meditation, personal transformation, and wellness retreats. The movie Eat, Pray, Love helped cement Bali's image in Western pop culture as a place for spiritual rebirth and escape from modern life. This branding appeals especially to Western travelers looking for meaning, healing, or just a slower pace of life. Pretty fascinating observation, isn't it? But here's an interesting contrast. This is one of the biggest and fanciest Starbucks in Bali, yet unlike the local cafes, not a single white foreigner in sight. Why? It might be because Western tourists in Bali tend to seek out independent, locally run cafes that offer a more authentic, laid-back vibe. Something Starbucks, with its polished corporate feel, just doesn't provide. Speaking of cafes, Bali is full of stylish spots that are especially popular with women. Jin was super excited to explore the local cafe scene, trying out signature brunch menus,
비주얼 너무 예쁘다.
and of course, all the desserts, smoothie bowls, acai bowls. Jin is so excited about the dessert. True paradise for dessert lovers. Jin really enjoyed this smoothie bowl.
The best smoothie bowl in Bali.
And if you head into a shopping mall, you might even come across adorable dancing mascots just for fun. Not to mention the beautiful hotels and resorts that truly represent the charm of Bali. But there are some hard truths about Bali that most people don't talk about. First, the traffic. It's not just bad, it's really bad. And there are a few reasons why. Many of Bali's roads were designed decades ago for small local use, not for the massive tourist and motorbike population now. More tourists, more taxis, private drivers, scooters, and congestion. This is off-season and yet the traffic jam. Bali has a huge number of motorbikes which weave in and out of traffic. Combine that with tourist cars, delivery vans, and pedestrians, and the roads become chaotic. There are few sidewalks, so people walk along the road, slowing things down even more. Bali lacks a proper public transport system, so everyone relies on cars, scooters, or ride-hailing services. Traffic jam everywhere in Ubud. Cars don't move. Certain tourist hotspots like Ubud are small but attract thousands daily. A short 3-kilometer ride can take an hour during peak times. How bad is traffic in Bali? For a 10-kilometer ride, if there were to be a wider road, it would have taken less than 20 minutes.
We are trapped.
Thank you. It was a long drive.
Yeah.
3 hour.
3 hours.
3 hour drive. We finally have arrived. We hop on the taxi at 12 and now it's 3 p.m. It took us 3 hours for a 10-kilometer ride.
Wow.
That's how bad the traffic is in Bali. You see, the road is pretty narrow to walk and it's blocked like this. This is a pedestrian walk, but all these motorcycles, motorbikes are parked. Second, safety. Sidewalks are often narrow and motorbikes are parked right on them, so pedestrians are forced to walk on the road, side by side with cars and scooters. Hey, this is a pedestrian walk. See, all these motorcycles. And sometimes motorbikes even ride on the sidewalks. Hey, this is pedestrian walk. Not to mention the poor road conditions. Oh, fly. Is that delicious? Third, hygiene. Many restaurants don't have air conditioning and are completely open to the outside. Oh, fly again. Which means flies are everywhere, not just in the kitchen, but even around your dining table. I've shared what Bali is really like, the good and the not so good. Now, let me give you some practical tips and recommendations. Here's one of the most famous restaurants. Wow. With glowing reviews on Google Maps. Looks yummy, huh? How is it? It's actually Jin's idea to come all the way here. Oh no. We paid quite much, but looks like Jin has been tricked again by Google review. Everyone here is foreign tourists. No locals. No locals. That's your sign to run.
Uh-oh.
Instead, let us introduce the real deal. We rarely recommend places, so if we do, you can trust it's worth trying.
Oh.
We enjoyed this restaurant so much, so we came back for dinner. Another nasi goreng.
저 굉장히 기다렸어요. 신기하다.
We came here 3 times in a row because we were so satisfied.
Just one heads up, since the tables are outdoors, you'll need to chase away a few flies.
Best restaurant.
The bill came out to be 130k rupiah, which is $8.
Wow.
Greatest value. And unlike other restaurants, they don't charge service fee nor VAT.
Wow.
Our top recommendation.
Wow.
Wow.
그래서 넓진 않아요.
You know, Bali, there are so many mosquitoes, so definitely need a net. Complimentary water and fruits.
Let's check out our bathroom. Oh.
High ceiling, the shower.
Let me tell you the price. 짠.
Breakfast included is only $40 per night. This is pretty luxurious resort in Bali, and it costs only $40. Here's a travel tip. If you visit Bali during the rainy season, from November to March, you can score amazing deals like this. And don't worry too much about the rain. Even in the rainy season, mornings are often sunny with showers later in the day, not constant downpours. This resort is incredibly spacious, perfect for escaping the hustle and bustle of city life. One caveat though, it's not close to the main tourist spots like Ubud Center. But hey, you've come all the way to Bali, why not unwind and soak in the peace and quiet of nature? You know, they put all these flowers on pathway. Looks like it's to bless the guests.
Yeah, look at it, colorful.
Dolphin pool. Hello. Everywhere you go in Indonesia, local people are pretty friendly, except for motorcycle riders. Watch out for bikers. Hey parrot, how are you? You don't feel like talking? This is a spa area. Welcome drink. 좋으세요? We even got a massage in this serene setting. Massages like this are definitely one of the best perks of traveling in Southeast Asia. Whoa. This is the main pool. Wow. Wow. Jump in. Since it was the off-season, there weren't many guests around, so we pretty much had the main pool all to ourselves. Oh, watermelon is in season, maybe all year round in Southeast Asia. Another tiered pool near our room. This is a breakfast restaurant. Tastes so good.
진짜?
Feels so good to have a breakfast in this open space. Hey, they changed the breakfast menu. It's different from yesterday. Wow. This view. So we stay here for 2 nights. Very satisfying, closing experience indeed. Free shuttle to Ubud downtown. This resort was a highlight of our entire trip to Bali. Here's another hotel we recommend.
Our new hotel. very 예쁘죠?
Isn't it so nice and cozy? That's exactly why we loved it. We're greeted with this welcome drink. Oh,
발리 와서 먹은 음료 중에 제일 맛있다.
very herby.
What are you doing?
They have small jacuzzi here and swimming pool. Plus, it's much closer to downtown Ubud than the previous resort. Jin plays like 7 years old. Kid. Hey, this is our bathroom. This is a private entrance, isn't it? Good morning. And this is waiting for you. This. Whoa. That's pretty solid. And the breakfast? Yeah, Jin is satisfied. And all of these, $32 per night. Absolutely delicious. Wow, complimentary coffee as well. The free shuttle to downtown Ubud. Many hotels in Bali, especially around the Ubud area, are surrounded by rice fields. Chicken satay. Here's another one. Rice field view. And yes, this hotel too. Receiving a fresh coconut like this, what a unique little moment. We settled into the hotel's restaurant overlooking the rice fields and got some work done. Now we understand why so many digital nomads are drawn to Bali. It was incredibly refreshing to work and eat while soaking in such a peaceful view. This is one of the most famous tourist spots in Ubud, maybe even in all of Bali. We went right when it opened, but even then, the place quickly filled up with tourists. As you can imagine, the water isn't exactly the cleanest, with dead skin cells from countless visitors floating around. Yikes. Still, if you're chasing the perfect Instagram shot, this spot might be worth a quick stop. The setting is definitely unique. An infinity pool overlooking expensive rice fields does make for a striking photo. That said, despite all the hype, we don't really recommend swimming here.
우와, 여기 분위기 진짜 독특하긴 하다.
And yes, another reason this place is so popular, the iconic swing, one of Bali's signature tourist attractions.
우와.
Wow, that's very skilled. It's a fun photo op, but honestly, we're not sure it's worth the fuss. The rice field and the swing. The same dress with the same backdrop. Bali is undoubtedly an attractive travel destination, no question about that. But before you come, it's important to know what Bali is really like. It's not all glam and paradise. It's a very touristy and often crowded place, so if you're looking for true peace and quiet, you might want to think twice. That said, if you're into rich cultural experiences and don't mind the downsides we shared in this video, Bali could still be a great choice for you. We hope this video helped you get a clearer picture. Thanks as always for watching and see you in our next country.